Hi everyone, Ron here at SimMod Lens. Today I'm going to bring your attention to an issue that you may run into when converting your Canon FD and NFD lenses using our EDMICA and SimMod lens conversion system. Now, we always strongly advise that you send your lenses to a professional to get this type of conversion done. However, if you're agreeing to all the disclaimers and understand the risk in converting your lenses yourself and you run into an issue, here's how you solve one of the most common issues. We usually get emails from customers saying that their DCG does not fit or that the aperture ring is locked and just spins around and doesn't move the aperture at all. This is a common issue and there's really nothing wrong with your lens except for the fact that during the disassembly or when you're turning things around seeing how things work, you may have moved the aperture ring beyond a point where it gets locked, beyond a point where you can't bring it back to its normal position and a tab is locking it. That's all that's wrong with the lens. There's really, your lens is not broken. So in this situation here, I'm showing this on a NFD or FD 28mm f2.8 because it's easier to see the inside components of this lens. So this aperture here just spins. It doesn't do anything. And the DCG doesn't fit, it doesn't align with the rest of the lens. If you look closely here, we call this the trap, this tab here. I'm moving it up and down, that is the trap. This silver part here is the shark fin, and that shark fin is hitting the trap, as you see there. And it cannot go back to its main position because it's hitting the trap. The fix there is to push this trap backwards or up using a tool like this, where we got from a dental store or medical store, and even some hardware stores will have it as well. Pushing that lock up and using your finger or another tool to slide the aperture ring back into its main position, and you'll see it actuating the aperture right away, opening and closing as soon as it's back to its normal position. Once you have it cleared past the trap, you can now align the DCG and everything will work, and that's it. Again, I'm going to bring this aperture ring past the trap to illustrate how it gets locked. Now it's gone past the trap and it's locking. That trap is holding that shark fin, preventing it from coming back to its actual position. Pushing that trap upwards and moving the shark fin past the lock fixes that issue. Another lens that has this issue quite often during disassembly is the 85L. It's very hard to see where the lock and the shark fin is on this particular lens because of the rear element that's covering your view. However, if you move the aperture ring all the way to where you can feel it stopping, and using a tool like this to push the lock backwards, and moving that ring past the trap, just like I've illustrated on the 28mm, that will fix the problem. The hardest part in this particular instance is that you can't see the trap. You can see it if you shine a bright light into the lens and using the tilting the lens at the correct angle and using two tools, one to push the aperture trap up and another tool to push this lever past the trap, will fix the issue for you.